Namaste. Indian knowledge system is the most emerging, area of studying and doing research in the area of traditional knowledge of India. Traditional knowledge of India in different areas. As we know that India believes in Vasudev Kutumbakam. India accepts the entire world as a family, and therefore we have the important lines, verses, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramya, which means let everyone in the universe be happy and healthy. So the ultimate goal of studying Indian knowledge system is to help every individual, society and mankind to lead sustainable, healthy, holistic and quality life. In Hindi, we call it as Bharatiya Gyan Parampara. So let's understand what is Indian knowledge system. As you can see, there are many domains which are covered. Health and wellness, holistic health, using consciousness practices, mindful practices of our ancient India is being adopted by the whole world, to lead healthy life. So what is that which can bring back glory in area of healthcare, in area of wellness, is covered in Indian knowledge system. Astronomy, ancient structure and design, those days in ancient India, the quality, the beautiful architecture and design, which is very difficult to, implement and replicate now. So can we preserve that knowledge? Can we bring that knowledge using AI? That's very important question. Preserving arts, culture, and tradition of ancient India, traditional medicine, traditional medicinal plants, yogas, Vedas, Upanishads, traditional knowledge in mathematics, art, science, culture, political science, economics, all have the huge and immense values. Indian knowledge system that includes study of health and well-being, as I mentioned, consciousness, art and culture, mathematics and astronomy. Community wellness, quality of life are very, very important factors for every individual in the world, especially in rapidly changing technology-driven society and the world. I hope everyone wants to be happy. I hope everyone wants to be healthy. I hope everyone wants to have sustainable growth. You know, consistency, sustainability in growth, health, happiness, and so on. So that strength lies in all the domains which integrate as one area called as Indian knowledge system. So IKS it finds relevance in the context of new national education policy of India NEP 2020 for holistic development of students, for holistic development of everybody, and improved wellness and community. Let's go into the motivation. Swami Vivekananda is a great spiritual monk of the world. In his historical speech in Chicago in 1893, where everyone remembers him, he started his speech by Sisters and Brothers of America. He candidly created a great positive impression in minds of West regarding that Indian knowledge system and potential of traditional knowledge of India, ancient India, spiritual and other holistic practices of India. He envisioned of India as a spiritual or Vishwaguru, world teacher in the area of especially the ancient knowledge, traditional knowledge of India, to reach Indian knowledge system, be in the area of culture, tradition, medicine, consciousness practices, and so on. He used to call upon all Indians, especially youth, to bring the technological knowledge from the West and integrate with the Indian knowledge and values to make India as a Vishwaguru. If the technology interventions are combined with IKS, then it can create great impact of leading quality and holistic life. So what is needed is the ancient knowledge of medicine, ancient knowledge of consciousness practices, ancient knowledge of wellness practices, and bring the technology into it, create some significant outcome in terms of research and finding, and create the awareness, disseminate the knowledge, disseminate the awareness. People will be adopting these practices to lead the quality, healthy, and holistic life. Today, the most important factors regarding tremendous technological advancements. Its quality of life is the most important concern for everyone. And that's possible only through sustainable environment, good mental health, as well as physical health, respect for all, humanity, and so on. So all these, teachings, all these values are imbibed in the Indian traditional knowledge system called as humanity, respecting all, respecting everybody, respecting every living being, and every nature, climate, environment, everything. Concern about mental and physical health, sustainability in terms of environment, climate, culture, nature, respecting everyone are the essence of those traditional systems. Talking about Vedas, chemistry, the potential of chemistry, most of the mathematics, you must have studied a lot about how the mathematics originated from India and how significantly India has contributed in the entire world. So the most of the mathematics in the world is of Indian origin, and mathematics of India is practical in its approach and pragmatic in spirit. This is imminent to investigate the historical development of mathematics, therefore, and astronomy through study of original texts or of ancient structures and instruments. So that those days, what was the methodology, what was the mechanism to develop and to formulate a simple conceptual approaches and strategies in understanding mathematics in simpler ways. Several literature suggests that ancient Indians were pioneer in metallurgy and material science knowledge as well. And many of these technologies are on the verge of being lost now, unfortunately. So can we use AI or the emerging technologies of AI, ML, and bring back that glory, bring back that knowledge, preserve that knowledge, use that knowledge to create, that kind of metallurgical and material science knowledge and use it for sustainable development for not only India but for the entire world. Chemistry, which is Rasayana Shastra, was a special shastra in India as a codified knowledge system. And that's wonderful in those days. People were using chemistry in the production and manufacturing of medicines, not only the medicines, but a different number of, the components which were useful for different purposes. And numerous techniques were developed to produce alloys. This is why what I'm saying chemistry, alloys, acid, salts, and other chemicals, including medicines, textiles, arts, paintings in India, even in ancient India. So what was the chemistry? What was the Rasayana Shastra knowledge? Let's understand that is envisioned in the Indian knowledge system. You can see the traditional medicine, knowledge of traditional medicine, the yoga, Veda, mantra, and so on. Ayurveda and yoga find special place in discipline of health and wellness, which has accorded the status of Upaveda in India. Critical studies and research in the fields of Ayurveda, therefore, Vipassana or mindfulness practices and methods, health and wellness, consciousness practices based on Indian traditions. It can really transform the healthcare sector and help the masses, common masses, to lead quality and holistic life. So Rajaniti Shastra and Arth Shastra, which are political science and economics, are described in our epics. They are described in our epics, and that too for the constructive purpose in the society, for everyone's welfare and benefit. The Rajaniti Shastra and Arth Shastra, political science and economics were used those days, Ramayana and Mahabharata time, and in the works of great thinkers Sukracharya and Vishnugupta. The great land of India is full of 64 colors, different art forms that enrich the human life. Human life is incomplete without the colors. The exploration of various arts or various art forms signifies an integral part of rich legacy of the Indian civilization, which inspires artists and literatures across the world. The techniques and philosophies which were used in creating magnificent work those days in ancient India on arts that need extensive studies and research so that we can create that magnificent art and create that impact in the current context using technology. So technology based computing analysis ways are and the methods ways are required to in order to locate, document, preserve and disseminate art based knowledge, traditions, traditional medicines, yoga, Vedas, and other IK domains. And for that, Ministry of Education, Government of India has established a separate division called as IKS Division, Indian Knowledge System Division, to promote interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary research on all different aspects of Indian knowledge system and disseminate IKS knowledge. That includes traditional knowledge in mathematics, astronomy, chemical, material science, health, wellness, consciousness studies, political and economic thoughts, art, traditions, culture, and so on. So the aim is to understand the strength of Indian knowledge system in different areas, right from arts, culture, medicine to science, metallurgy, mining, chemistry, economy, political science, and bring that knowledge and bring the glory back. Use that knowledge, use technology and preserve the knowledge. Use that knowledge, disseminate the knowledge, so that we can create such uh, you know uh, uh, ambience and such magnificence in all the domains of Indian knowledge system that actually teaches the path for sustainability, the path for holistic development, the path for development for all, the path for healthy and happy world, and that is the essence of Indian knowledge system. Thank you.